Hello again and welcome to Iprologic everyone. Today again we're going to make another video. There's quite a few on our YouTube channel that shows you how to use the matrix calculator in conjunction with the Ipro tracker. Ipro tracker is very powerful, and of course using it with the matrix calculator is going to enhance your experience leaps and bounds. You should be able to make hundreds of dollars per day, and in many cases you can actually make hundreds per hour, but we don't recommend that. We recommend money management, discipline, following the rules, following the strategies. Folks, it's plain and simple. Systems work and people fail. Okay? I've said this in my other previous video before I begin this. If you were to stand 5 feet away from a wall and throw a quarter, a 25 cents coin against that wall, 99.9% of the time, the quarter or the coin will not fall in the same place. So that means if you're using this with a live dealer, either in person or online, great. It'll work fantastic. If you use it with an RNG, it will also work fantastic. But I know many people have said, oh, the wheel is tracking me and this and that. And that's because you're staying on the wheel too long. Any artificial intelligence or any AI programs that you spend an amount of time above and beyond what you should, those programs are able to form algorithms based on your play or based on your strategy or based on what you're doing. It's the same thing with Google. Okay, a lot of times you go in to put in a search and all of a sudden it automatically pops up because Google knows what you traditionally search for, commonly. So this is what we want to make sure you understand. Using this in an RNG, perfect. You're going to make some good money. If you use it with a live dealer, of course, you're limited with time, like 30 seconds. But again, it will still do its job and even better at times because you can't say now anything is tracking you because, like I explained about throwing that quarter against the wall, it's wherever the ball lands. Okay? But our program is solid and it's based on algorithms. It's based on, you know, you know, not just predetermined numbers that is going to happen, but it's based on what happened previously. And it populates all of this and comes out with a, a mathematical equation of what numbers we predominantly believe should come down. Without further ado, I am going to use live, real play, real money, and show you exactly how using the tracker, you can knock off 20 units in, a matter of a couple minutes. Okay, you can literally make a couple $100 in a few minutes. So let's move on. Okay, so as I've shown you in previous videos, we're going to go through this, and I say don't write these numbers down because they change. I'm just throwing in random numbers here like I'm crazy. Okay, well, I shouldn't say crazy, but I'm just throwing in random numbers, and they start populating. And let's say you happen, and again, we're going to use this strategy with real money, but let's say you happen to go through the sequence, didn't have a hit, which is common. It can happen. When I shouldn't say common, but most times you were going to have a hit before that. But in case you don't, let's say you get down to 14, didn't have a hit. Don't be afraid. Let's say you put in 28, then you put in 25, that happened again. 35, that happened. You got another sequence here. And let's say you missed again, blah, 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 and so forth and so forth. And you're going to end up getting more and more sequences, and you will obviously see that these numbers have changed. So don't write them down. They're based on whatever the inputs are. And this could make a huge difference because after 10, your next play is 13. But then in this case, it's 29 and then 13. In this case, it's 29 and 20. So you don't want to write these things down. If you make a mistake, hit undo. And of course, hit reset when you clear everything. Okay? So that's that. Let's talk about the calculator real quick. Okay? Now, the calculator is totally amazing. It is going to turn every single spin you play into a win when you have a win. That's right. Every single spin. But it's what you set as your target. And I've showed you this in other videos, so please watch them. We're going to use a bankroll of, let's just say, 1,000 here. Okay, don't write these investment amounts down. Now, the calculator is not set. It has a 2 as a desired target default, but you want to make this, let's say it's 3, or let's say it's 2. Then you hit enter. Then you see all these zeros come up. Now you know it's set. Okay, what you don't want to do, like I said, depending on what you're using, don't put the odds in and say, okay, I'm going to cheat the system by writing down what these investment amount are. Okay, for instance, let's say you had put in 13. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, okay? And then you switch to 5-1 odds. And then you switch to even money odds. And let's say you switch to 3-1. I'm just showing you. Why write these things down? Okay? There's no sense because hitting here, which pays 4, you would be down $9.98. You'd be down $2. You're not. Because if you did not have this pre-selected, you're ahead. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to explain. Just play as they come is when you put in your amounts. Right? You put in the odds, it'll tell you how much to bet and the payouts. We're going to use a split street with real money, okay, which is 6 numbers, just to show you. And the odds are 5-1. The payout is going to be 12. Okay, in this case, again, this determines every single spin you're going to win. It's determined by what you set as your base target. I'm just using 2. I just want to make a profit of, let's say, 10 units in a short period of time. Now, if you're playing with $1, 10 units is $10. If you're playing with 10 cents, 10 units is only $1. So you see what I'm saying? It's the same amount of units, but it's less money depending on what your bankroll is. So we will go to a casino and we will test it out. And I'm going to be looking for the same 10 units. But you have to treat it as if you were playing with whatever those units are. So let's go. Okay, so we're using $436.15. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the calculator. Okay, I just want to make a profit of 10 units. Okay, so 41. Oh, sorry about that. 43615. Sorry about that. 436. I'll just say 436. Okay. I just want to make a unit, 10 units or more in a short period of time. In this case, I'm going to use 2 as my base unit. Right? And I'm going to use a 5-1. I'm going to put in whatever comes down in the tracker. I'm going to put it down here. But what I will do is I will show you by putting the time. And we're playing with real money here, by the way. Okay. So, okay, the time is now 6:24. This does not lie. And we put in 4. What is that? 36. Okay. Let's put this here. Yeah, 436.00. I am just trying to get to 446 in the shortest period of time. Take a break, get out, close the wheel. Okay, playing with real money. So let's go. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to put 1. Okay. And free spin, just so I can put this in. And when the track is populated, I'll start playing. So 26, we'll put that in. Let me just do this so I can save some time, okay? I'm going to put it in until you see the numbers are populated, and then I'll start playing. Okay, so we entered a few. As you can see, the bankroll's at 435, and that's only because Bitcoin probably dropped a couple of cents in the last few minutes. So I'm going to adjust this and make this 435, okay? And it's a matter of Bitcoin just dropping a couple of pennies. If you're playing with a casino that is, you know, it's just regular money. Obviously, you didn't lose anything. So it's just a couple of cents. So, we've put in the numbers that came down on the wheel. As you can see, 12 and whatever. We've input them, and now we have the number. As you see, 12 was the last number. Okay. 12 was the last number, so we put this in. Now, our first bet is going to be 10, so we are going to put 10 in here. I'm just looking for a profit of 10 units or more, okay? So I am going to use a base bet of $1, as you can see, okay? And I am going to split. You do it here. It says 2 units, all right? Bet 2. And I'm not worried about where it lands because this calculator is going to turn everything into a win when I hit. My next number is going to be 2. Okay. And it tells me to bet 2 units. So that's where I'm going to bet. 2 units. I gotta keep doing this, so. Here. This Bitcoin keeps changing. You know, it goes up and down, I guess. So. Now, remember, I don't have to win immediately, okay? That's not a crisis. In fact, if I miss a few spins and then hit, I'll make my target in a short period of time. My next bet is going to be 13, okay? So, 13, and put in odds. Like I said, don't write these numbers down because you don't know what's going to happen later on, okay? So, it's going to be 13 and still asking for 2 units, okay? That's fine. Okay, so it's going to be 13. We'll go in here, and I'm going to spin. Okay, now this is setting perfectly up for me, okay? My next number is 20. This is really setting up pretty nice. So it's great to hit early, but in fact, I personally think it's better to hit later because you guaranteed you're making your profits right away. Okay, I'm asking for $2 profit per spin plus all my money back. Okay, it's asking for 3 units and I'm going to put it on 20. Okay, so it's 3 and 20 is here because I'm playing the dozens, right? Just confirm it was 3. Okay, and I'm going to spin. Perfect. Now I know for a fact, okay, 29 is my next bet. I also know for a fact that I'm hitting my targets once I hit. Okay, 4 units on 29. Okay, so I'm going to go 4 on 29. Oh, I think I put in too much. Okay, here we go. Okay, my next bet is 26. Again, not the least bit worried because I also know when I hit, I'm actually going to exceed my target. Okay, so it's 5 on 26. It's actually in the same spot. It'd be nice if I can miss again. Okay, great. Alright, but anyway. I know again, once the number is, I can choose wherever I want to go. Okay, as long as I'm covering that number. Okay, so I did have a hit. Okay, and even at this, what should be the situation here is once you win, okay, I'm supposed to win 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 times 2s. I should be ahead $24. Okay, so I'm 435. I should be at 447. Okay, so what did I put? Yeah, I started at 435, right? Because they're Bitcoin. My target was 446. I'm at 447. I've made my $10. Okay, what time is it? Of course, this casino is a little bit slower. You know, it took me 9 minutes, but I made my $10. Normally, sometimes it can take, if it was, 3, 4 spins, depends on how fast it goes. You literally can make that, in no time. Okay, in less than 5 minutes, as I've showed in other videos. So when you think about it, in this case, okay, so I've hit here. Okay, because what you want to do is you want to be able to play wherever you want to play. Make sure you cover that number. You can go this way if you were covering the 23. Let's say it was number 23. You can cover it in this fashion. Okay, right, by going here, or you could have covered it in this fashion. Okay, it doesn't matter wherever you want to cover it as long as it's 6 numbers that you're using. Okay, so that being the case, I think we've pretty much made the case. If you had missed and missed and missed and missed, then you would have put in the number you finally missed on and you would have gotten another sequence. But again, don't copy these numbers down because it makes a huge difference, right? If I, put in different numbers. So don't do that. Now, I made my target, so of course I'm going to reset, and I'm out. And this all hinges, again, on this is what I wanted to make per spin. I've won $2 on every spin. That's what I asked for. Plus, I got all this back. Okay, and this shows you that. Okay, and you can do this all day. Some people, believe it or not, I'll tell you the truth. I have clients who make $500-600 a day. We also have clients who say, Penny, I just want to make this amount per day. Because I know times 30 days is $900 a month. Okay? And that's over $10,000, $12,000, $11,000 a year. They're happy with that. Okay? And they don't have to spend 5 hours on a wheel. Okay? So, just showing you. It's, like I said, I'm just showing you. It's simple. All you need to do is simply come to iprologic.com and get the tracker and use it with the matrix calculator, and you will be able to make money all day long. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the other side.